Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I am the Empathic Torian, and this video is for Capricorn, July 1st through the 15th. We'll see what some of you guys may be dealing with the first half of the month. And this morning I decided to educate myself a little bit on the planetary alignments. And the subject alone of astrology is just so vast. And astrology and tarot really do go hand in hand in so many different ways. But it can be overwhelming with all of the information. But the one thing that I could gather the most is that in regards to all of the retrogrades, we are going to experience issues with our progress. Like things may not go forward in a way that we would like them to. And I also read that perhaps it's a good time to consider things that could be unfinished, maybe taking care of unfinished business. So I'm not a professional in all of the astrology stuff, so feel free to educate yourself. There's many great astrologers on YouTube, and there's also this thing called the World Wide Web. Educate yourself, okay? Because it's interesting whenever you actually look and see where the planets are and how that affects you. I mean, I just got goosebumps talking about it. I mean, it's just this big connection of everything. So amazing. Anywho, this is Capricorn. This is a tarot reading. So let's see which animal spirit has a message for you guys. Again, thanks for watching. Here we go. All right. You guys got the gazelle. Very nice. This is a rather graceful creature, and she represents fire energy. And she is also very hyper aware. Oops. She's very hyper aware of her surroundings, but she also appreciates her surroundings. And she spends more time taking in the beauty of her surroundings rather than worrying about, in her case, her predators. Or in our case as humans, our enemies. And there's a sense of acceptance with her. And I believe the key message is being hyper aware, being aware of yourself, being aware of what you're putting out there, being aware of those that you allow to be close to you and how they affect you. So definitely something to think about. All right. Let's see what the universe wants Capricorn to know. Nice. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So these cards all together are very encouraging, and they remind us of pretty much what we know already at a soul level, but what we may not consciously know as humans. Like at any given moment, we can access what it is that we need. And therefore being able to have a sense of peace despite everything that's going on. Very nice. Awesome. All right, let's see what messages we have for Capricorn, July 1st through the 15th. I hope everything is going great for you guys. I know some of the past readings, things were kind of up and down, and I hope you guys are working through that very well. And let's see what these cards have to offer. All right, Eight of Swords in the reverse, Justice in the reverse. There's you guys. The World, Nine of Cups, the Devil, the Lovers, and Judgment in the reverse. Okay, I can already see that some of you guys are struggling with yourself or a particular issue. So just keep your head up, and we're going to trudge on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and work on your clarifiers. So with the Eight of Swords in the upright right here, we see this butterfly, and she's just kind of holding herself up. And this is her choice, to be kind of stuck and to be restricted, right? Because she could fly free and choose to see what's going on around her, but she's kind of in this place of, I just don't want to know, I don't want to see, you know, I'm just not going to acknowledge, pretty much. And truthfully, whoa, you guys can't stay there forever. You're eventually going to have to move. And I'll do a clarifier to see more about what that means. Okay, so over here then you have the Justice card. This could be a Libra, but there's also this reference to unfairness and of karma coming back in a way that feels negative to you. You could be dealing with people that are rather judgmental and judging you very unfairly, or this could be an energy coming from you towards other people. Some of you guys may feel that somebody is not taking responsibility for something that they did. Could be you, or it could be someone else that's affected you because of their actions. And there's a message here with the reversal to perhaps let go, surrender your opinion or thought of what is right and what is wrong, and just kind of accept, right? Like with the gazelle, she just accepts what's going on around her and she's not worried. And that's hard to do, no doubt. But you could perhaps relinquish a sense of peace through doing that. Alright, and then we have the World card. So the World card is about ultimate understanding. It's also accomplishment. It's also the ending of a cycle. And it can also signify efforts paying off. Like perhaps, you know, in relation to the Justice card, maybe the Justice card will be upright at some point, and you may or may not have an understanding, but perhaps you will have a sense of acceptance about the situation that these two energies stem from. And also too, what did I say? Accomplishment and understanding. I think those are the two biggest things with the World. And it also just, you know, the world goes on. Despite what happens, the world still turns. Things go on. But perhaps there's a nice finishing point with this as well. This is the last card of the Major Arcana, so there might be a nice, you know, getting situated, getting ready to put things to an end, and then moving forward. All right, then you have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. This signifies, for some people, a sense of greed and overindulgence. And with the Devil card here, which also represents your zodiac sign, Capricorn, there could be some people turning to things that are really not healthy for them, or engaging in behaviors that, like I said, are really not healthy for them. But there's also this sense of dissatisfaction here with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. It's not having that happiness and contentment when it's in the upright. And it could be because of what some of you guys are dealing with. Things are definitely, when this card shows up like this, they're not really going in a way that you would like them to. And it looks like some of you guys are stuck. Some of you guys may be dwelling, and some of you guys, you know, I don't know what else to say, stuck. It looks like some of you guys are stuck mentally, maybe emotionally. And with the Devil card, again, it could be you guys. But in the upright, it also represents something that does not have... It's something that's got a hold on you in a negative way. And of course, there's reference to substance abuse. There's reference to promiscuity, gambling, all those sinful things. But it could represent you being very hell-bent on an idea that you're not really ready to let go of. But even that behavior alone, and just being so tenacious about something, just kind of digging your hooves into something and not wanting to let go, that can be detrimental to your well-being as well. Okay, and then we have, and there's also here too, you need to remember that you have a voluntary choice. You can't change the devil, but the devil can damn sure change you. So remember that. This guy's not going to go away. You have to stand up to him. You have to tell him to, you know, fuck off. He's not, you know, oh, there goes a card. So yeah, there is some voluntary choice of the matter in with dealing with him. All right, then you have the Lovers in reverse. It could represent a Gemini, but it also represents a lack of harmony and an imbalance with how things are going. It could have to do with a relationship, but more so, you know, just the overall relationships that surrounds you. Some of you guys could be avoiding responsibility for your actions, or you could be witnessing somebody, you know, this guy, she's kind of not wanting to take responsibility. She would just rather wait until it takes care of itself, right? But we do have to have a sense of responsibility in what we're willing to think and say and do. And although we have no control over others, we do still have a responsibility to ourselves. And this could also represent conflict within yourself, and which makes more sense too, because you got the devil right here. Okay, and then you have the Judgment card in reverse. Some of you guys are stuck not wanting to see yourself objectively, not wanting to step outside of yourself and have an alternative point of view. It's the refusal to examine yourself. And I know you guys, Capricorns, you guys are very determined individuals, and we all have our negative sides too. And some of the negative sides to Capricorn could be this pessimistic viewpoint. Like, well, you know, what's the point? And, you know, you got to be careful not to let that get the best of you. And you guys are cardinal too, so you are great initiators, and you're an earth sign, so you're grounded. So don't let, you guys got control over this. You don't have to let all this crap be getting the best of you. So if you are feeling doubtful, you know, we see this beautiful message of being able to fly free, of being able to free yourself, and look at that, underneath that was the Strength card. Free yourself from what it is that's trying to hold you down, despite what happens, you know. And if there's an issue that happened in the past, figure out what you can do about it. And if you can't do anything, then just pray for the peace to have, and, you know, the Lord's Prayer, pray for what you can change, right? All right, so we're going to get some clarifiers. Eight of Swords in the reverse on top of the Eight of Swords upright. Interesting. I see a tug of war with yourself, trying to let go, but then subconsciously not, and that could have something to do with the devil. Damned old devil. He's not very nice. And the Fool. I love the Fool card. Alright, so with the Eight of Swords in reverse on top of the Eight of Swords in the upright, there is this sense of you perhaps deep down wanting to free yourself, wanting to be open to change and to be able to see things from a different perspective. But you're still stuck. Like, you want to let go, but you can't let go. Alright, then we have the Six of Cups and the Justice card. The Six of Cups has to do with children. Children could be significant to you, but there's also this sense of innocence with that as well. And there's also a reference here to the past. So perhaps this fairness and dishonesty had something to do with the past, or it could be an issue from your past that's causing you to fall into that energy of the Justice card in the reverse. And with the Five of Cups, if you remember, the Five of Cups is about a sense of loss, but it also sets you up to have healing, to heal yourself, and to recover from emotional wounds, right? So if you got to take a step back to go back to that energy to recover, you know, and let go, then you'll be better prepared, you know, to keep moving on. There's also a reference here, like I said, to the past. Someone from your past could be coming back. There's also a reference here to your inner child. But it looks like you guys have some internal battles going on here. And I just noticed this, the Justice card's in reverse over here too. Either somebody did something really shitty to you and you're having a hard time getting over it, or because of what has happened, it has caused you to have this kind of viewpoint for some of you. But I definitely see some issues with the past that have not been resolved. And again, like the planets, you know, the way the planets are going right now, it would be an optimal time to take care of any unresolved issues, even if that means working on yourself, working on the issues within. All right, and then we have the World card and the Magician. So this is nice in the way that the World card is a sense of accomplishment, and perhaps to get these accomplishments that you're deep down desiring, you got to pull out all the stops, okay? You got to pull out all the resources that you have and act. The Magician is about taking action, and it's also a good omen. You know, perhaps, you know, and the universe does have your back. If you guys are really dealing with some ugly people that have not been very nice to you, just know, you know, karma is real. People will reap what they sow, and that goes both ways, you know. So just a little something there. And there's also this can-do attitude with him. Like, he comes in, he's like, you can do this. And he's letting you know you can do this. You can overcome these issues. You can free yourself. You can try to separate yourself from a sense of injustice and dishonesty and unfairness that comes with the Justice in reverse. And this also speaks of our consciousness. of being aware of a higher power, but also too realizing the love and the power that we have within ourselves. Justice card again in the reverse. Like I said, it could be a Libra, but I think for you guys considering this reading, there is this message of a lack of accountability. And if you want the Nine of Cups, if you want to be happy, you are blocking your own self from having that. You know, you're getting caught up in what has been done to you, or, you know, maybe even actions that you've done, or a situation that could be quite out of your control. And it just feels utterly unfair. And somebody did not take accountability. But, you know, there could be some of you that are stuck because you want to know the why. You want to have understanding with why something happened. But just know you're only going to know what the universe wants you to. And you gotta work with what you have. Alright, you guys. Then you have the Seven of Wands in the reverse on top of the Devil. So with the Seven of Wands, we feel this feeling of wanting to give up. Perhaps the Devil has such a strong hold on you that you are ready to say, fuck it. Like, I don't know what else to do. You feel like you're having to defend yourself. There's a sense of challenge and competition here with him as well. And some of you guys may actually be trying to avoid conflict. Like, you really don't want the conflict, but you're in this place of not knowing what to do about it. And I really feel for you guys if that is the case, because that's no fun place to be. Like, you know what you want, you just don't know how to get it. That sucks. I know that. And it also could signify some of you guys are being taken advantage of. Or you could be taking advantage of others. Okay. Alright. Then we have the Lovers in reverse with the Four of Cups. Alright. So, we have this imbalance and this lack of harmony here with the Lovers. And then we have this guy sitting here being offered something but not taking it. But in the reverse, there's still this reluctance to be open and to accept what is going on. And some of you guys could be so turned in that you're dealing with your own feelings and you're not really seeing the positives, and you're not able to find a solution because you're dwelling. But there's this reluctance here to not accept and to not see things from a different point of view, and that's going to cause this imbalance and this disharmony. Some of you guys really need an alternative perspective, okay? And you just got to dig deep and ultimately decide, what do I want? What do I think that I deserve? And open yourself up to receive these ideas that can come to you, given to you from the universe. This is beautiful, you guys. So if you guys are in this place of just like feeling down on yourself and feeling doubtful and really hung up on what somebody did, it can make you kind of neglect yourself in a way. But with the Fool here, we have this opportunity for a new beginning. We have a person who is willing to take a risk. And perhaps a new beginning is exactly what he needs. So the message with him is to let go of your fear and to believe in yourself, and to also remember we are all humans. Or I'm sorry, I don't want to mess this up. This is one of the most amazing things I've ever heard. We are all spirits having a human experience, right? You guys, if this resonates, I really feel for you. If it didn't resonate, well, I still, you know, wish you much love, and I'm glad you watched the video to this point. But Capricorns, I'm sending my love to you guys. Keep your head up, and I hope, despite what's going on, you guys got a little sense of hope and peace from these messages. And stay tuned for the middle half of July, and I'll check back in and we'll do a reading for the second half of the month of July. Much love, you guys, and many, many blessings. Thanks for watching. Peace.